My name is Tunji Akinsehinwa, and I'm the director of photography on Ojuju. When I'm invited to shoot a film, the first thing I do is I read the script. If the script is something, number one, that I really like, and number two is something I think I can offer something to that script in terms of my role on the film, and number three, it's just good writing, great idea, different, then I'm interested. And Ojuju had all of those 5 things. Technically speaking, on this shoot, it's been a challenge. It's most of my work I've done in UK. I lived and worked in the UK. So there, most of the time, you have whatever you want. For instance, you have 24-hour power supply. Most equipment you can get, and if you can't get it from one place, you can get it from another place. If it doesn't work, someone will come and collect it and take it back, and so on and so on. Here, it's been very different. And there's been some negatives about that, as in it takes up a lot of time when you're in a rush. And obviously, if it's a low-budget film, you are in a rush to get as much done as possible. And there are some things that you can't do, which you would like to do if you had the equipment. But on the other hand, what is that you're forced to be creative, probably even more creative, because you have to rely on less. And I think here, particularly on this film, both CJ and myself have been a lot more creative with the equipment that we do have in order to produce the kind of film which, even though it has a small budget, but still has high production values. So yeah, I think that's been a challenge really, but it's been a good experience actually, and I've learned a lot just by having, actually, as a saying, less can be more, and I think in this film that's what's happening at the moment. Less is more. Most directors I've worked with since I've been here in Nigeria don't know anything about cinematography, or they don't have an interest in cinematography, and they just leave it to me, which is fine. I can work that way. But the thing about, I think, working with CJ is that he has an interest in cinematography, and I mean he has a real interest in cinematography. We collaborate on lighting styles, we collaborate on what frame we're going to use, what lenses we're going to use, and it's not something that we did in pre-production. Well, we did talk about it in pre-production, but it's something we actually do while we're actually on set. For instance, yesterday I did a slight change in the lighting, and she just noticed it and said, "Oh, I don't like that. I prefer it the first way." Now, there aren't many directors, since I've been in Nigeria, or come to think of it, many directors I've worked with in the UK who tell me that they prefer one lighting style to another lighting style. And that's not a criticism, it's just that maybe they don't have an interest in cinematography. They're more interested in what's happening as far as their actors are going and as far as the storytelling is going. But that's been a good experience. And I must say, I like to work with directors who like and understand cinematography, so that we have a collaborative thing. It's my job as cinematographer to deliver the director's vision, and that's what I aim to do. And it helps if there's a director who's always understands cinematography and is able to impart his ideas to you during pre-production and also during production as well. I actually didn't have any idea about what the location was going to look like until CJ brought me here. And the moment we walked in, I'm like, this is fantastic. It's absolutely brilliant, because you can do so much here. It's a fantastic location. It's away from the main hub of Lagos. It's isolated. You have a close-knit, genuine community in here. It's a brilliant location, and it's been really. I think it's so good. It's like there's the characters, and then there's the location, and the location itself is a character. Well, first of all, that Nigerians don't make all the same films. That there is a lot of creativity, a lot of talent, a lot of skill, a lot of technical ability in this country. That there's great storytellers, and that Ojuju itself is a first for a horror movie, like a real genuine horror movie, as opposed to some of the stuff we've seen coming out here previously.